First of all, I would like to preface this by saying that God has always been a part of my life, even after church. Okay, I'm just giving you my story from my experience, just a little. If you want to know more, then get to know me and I'll tell you more. But if I had to choose which section of my life has the most enlightenment or alignment with the Most High, I would say the years after church. And that started in 1997. So from 1997 till now, I have been more connected to God than at any point in my life. So, of course, being a melanated being, a man of dark skin, a black man in America, I was born in a Baptist Christian household, just like most, especially with my family coming from the South and moving to Los Angeles in the late 50s. Joining a Baptist church was definitely the mission. And so the first 21 years of my life, I was involved in this. And there were definitely some great moments. Yes, very good moments. One thing I definitely enjoyed was the music. If for those of you that have been to Baptist Christian churches, you know exactly what I speak of. The music can be very elevating, extremely. You'll find the best singers coming out of the Baptist church. We all know this. And another part of it was reading scriptures in front of the congregation. I loved doing that. Yes, I really enjoyed that. Because at that point, it was a position of leadership, I guess you could say, for the first time within my church experience. And this was right around ages 17 and 18 when this came into practice, because I would be selected to come to the front and read scriptures. And there were some members of the church who were convinced that I was going to be a minister. In some cases, I find that's what I'm doing right now, even though I'm not generating massive amounts of attention with these episodes yet, but who knows? Maybe that'll change. So that was something I enjoyed as well. And I also enjoyed the activities, of course. Now, the flip side of that, being a part of the church that I was a part of, we would go to different churches for different services. Of course, there are many here in Los Angeles. And being a part of the basketball team for the church that I was a part of, you would go and face these churches during tournaments. I really enjoyed that as well. One of the best parts of my church experience was going to different churches and seeing how they do things. And I started to notice a pattern. There was a pattern going on. And it was a pattern that I wasn't very comfortable with. I noticed how some people would be very, very Christian-like on Sunday, and then after that, they wouldn't. I also noticed that these churches, the neighborhoods surrounding the churches, weren't necessarily in the best condition. And I said to myself, if the goal is elevation and being in alignment with the Most High, which is how I interpret it now, then why are these neighborhoods in disarray? Why is the mind of the people surrounding these churches in complete chaos? What is the pastor not doing? I don't understand this. These are the questions that I had, especially at the ages of 17, 18, 19. Because I always felt, hey, what's happening inside of the church should be reflected outside of the church. The other thing is, I'll put this to you. Of course, people quote the Bible a lot. Tons of Bible scriptures that you'll see quoted. But one thing that you'll notice, the same Bible scriptures are quoted. You'll see Psalms, Proverbs, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, right? you'll see the same scriptures all the time. Maybe you'll see Thessalonians, maybe you'll see Corinthians, maybe Genesis, maybe Exodus too, okay? But definitely Psalms. I see Psalms more than any other book in terms of what people quote. But you'll rarely ever see Joel, Amos, Obadiah, Titus, Philemon, Revelation, Nahum, Habakkuk, Zephaniah, Haggai, Ruth. You don't see quotes from these books, do you? If you are a Christian, do you even know those books? Have you ever read them? And why not? Have you ever asked yourself, why do the pastors only focus on the same books? Why does there tend to be a focus on the books that are most common? Well, I later found out that there is a system in terms of what pastors focus on, what they preach, the books used for the sermons. There is a system attached to that. And that was very disappointing, because the Bible as a whole is a very interesting book, and it should be read from front to back. How often have you done that? You know another good book to read? The Quran. The Quran is a very interesting book. In fact, much of what's mentioned in the Bible is mentioned in the Quran. And what I found interesting is that a lot of Christians did not know this, nor were they interested in seeing that. So these are all some things that pushed me away. And so I decided to leave the church and continue on my journey of being in alignment with the Most High in a different manner. And so here I am today with a stronger relationship, with one of elevation, with one that is consistent, with one that is embedded in every fabric of my being, more today than in any point of my life. I meditate every single day. I connect. I am in alignment even when times are not so good. I trust the process. I trust in my gifts. I use my gifts. I use them. This is what I do today after church. Now, this is not an attack on those who go. This is just my story of what I experienced, where I am now, and why do I speak in the way that I do? Why do I do these episodes? I am merely sharing what has worked for me, and I will continue to do so. So for those of you that do as you will, I say, do as you will. Go with what works for you, whether it be the Nation of Islam, Christianity, Buddha, whatever you choose. As long as you are in alignment, as long as you are living life harmoniously, you shall be blessed. I am very grateful for all of the things in my life. My family, my friends, everything. I am thankful for food, clothes, and shelter. And I meditate on this every single day. I also meditate on you. Yes. The reason I do this is to shine light in every direction. Everything that I do in all things is of elevation, and I will continue to do so. My only wish is that this catches on and more people will hear it. But for now, I'll just continue to do it, continue to upload these episodes. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to me, and I will respond as long as you approach me intelligently. But the goal of this is to provide an extra boost of elevation and awareness to anyone who needs it, regardless of your faith, regardless of your position in life, regardless of how you choose to conduct yourself. Elevation is here for you.